Before we get started, make sure that you are subscribed to all the dorky diggity goodness on the channel, and if you want to see more, click on that notification button. Now enjoy the video. Learn a little something. Take a lesson, learn it all. Welcome back, guys. Here is a 4-star version of the boss rush, and I know there's a 5-star Ronan there, but he's a rank 3, and my 4-star is like rank 2 or rank 1 or something like that. So we have the equivalency right there. Now, I brought in Archangel for Domino, I brought in Quake for Invisible Woman, I brought in Rogue for King Groot, as well as Taskmaster because I had a little bit of a theory on how her SP1 would work there. Black Widow is for Quake, and Ronan is for Sim Supreme. Let's go for it. Now, when I did this run, I was just finishing off some Alliance War, and I still had a 20% boost on, so we're just gonna run with that. Now, we've got Rogue for our first fight here, and I think you're gonna be pretty surprised at what she's capable of doing. Her SP1 is the lifesaver here. This keeps you alive, this steals his buffs, gives you a little bit of extra strength. I took a couple hits right there, but you'll see that that doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Got ourselves a little block break right there, and we're trying to get to his SP1 so we can get our rotation. So I used one of my parries so that we can just get the opening, get it done with, and start moving, and get into that power rotation. So we get our SP1 right there, we're going on in, and we're getting that rotation so we get our openings. We're not relying on parry, and we're just playing a great dex game. From here, we're gonna go on in, steal that fury, bam, and look at that health gain right there. And we're going in and hitting him some more with those extra furies that were his, and we turn those tables right on him. So from here, we're just going to keep on doing that power rotation. Notice I'm not really pushing him over the SP2. It's right underneath so that we can keep on rotating that SP1, and we can maintain safe openings so that we can continue attack and just keep it going. The fight is just a little bit long, but you'll see it's pretty much just rinse and repeat, and we're going to keep on life stealing, and we're going to end up with 100% in the yellow. Now, really the only bad part about this fight is that his SP1 lasts so long that it outlasts her timer, so you can't really keep the buffs for long, especially when you try to steal those fury buffs. It's very few times I was able to take advantage of that. The other thing is sometimes when he has those furies, he doesn't always bait. He kind of waits till after the furies are gone, which I'm not really sure why, because it's not like I could take all that much advantage of it, but here he goes. This is the one where he baits. There it is right there. We're going to go in and get a 5-hit combo, and we're just going to keep on rotating like I said. Now, one of the things that are a little bit tricky here is that his SP1 can't decide if it wants to stay in place or if it wants to slide across the screen, and it really depends on where you are when he activates it. If you're currently in between your decks, right as he activates, he's going to follow you. But if you can get a clean dex before he activates, he's going to stay in place. And there we go, we finished off King Groot. We got that crazy fury at the end to help us finish that off quickly. Let's move on to the next fight. So we have this crazy Domino here with the 1% regen and the back blast and the ensnare, but this is really not a big deal. We've got a 4-star Archangel here and we're just going to get those parries, especially since she's unduped. We're not taking all that crazy unnecessary damage, so let's go ahead and see just how well he does. Right now we're just locking in some poisons. We got a heavy attack, so we just converted those over to neurotoxin. All you really need is one to stop the regen, and from there you can get to work. So here I added in, boom, a heavy attack, and I canceled into a special. This way we get that stun and we can add on more neuros and continue the attack. I went in for one more. I wasn't sure if I was going to hit the SP3. I'm glad that I didn't. We got the SP2 out there, and now we need to desperately add on another neurotoxin, because if that one expires, then she starts to heal. As you can see right now, she's healing 666. We just got on the neurotoxin, so we're back in good shape. So here we're coming down to the wire. She's at 7%. The neurotoxin is doing its work. She got an SP2 and she is out of there. We are moving on to the next fight. Now next up is Quake, and I think I still have some time. I got 3 minutes left on that boost, so we're gonna go ahead and run this one with our Black Widow. And this is all just playing around with power rotation, which is a lot easier with Spite. So let's go ahead and take a look at how Black Widow takes down that Quake. Now, unfortunately, we got a heavy attack right at the beginning. I tried to dex, it got read as a block. That's all good. We're going to take a little bit of damage at the beginning. But as you can see, Spite is filling up that power bar, and we were able to push her into the SP2, which is a very easy dex right here. Bam, done. We are now into the rotation. So we're going to let that build up. We had a little backdraft intercept right there. We're going to go ahead and take out that SP1. Bam, we're going to go in and hit her with a big SP2 for big damage. We landed. She's now in SP2 land, and now I've got to make sure to bait that out because it was getting kind of close there. Boom, we get it, and we are back in the rotation. So if you're good at dexing her SP1, I would say practice that a lot because that's going to be really important in this fight. Again, we pushed her over to the SP2. We're going in with that full combo. We back up for a backdraft intercept. We land that, and we are bumping to the beat of the Quake. Boom! We get that dex, and we are back in full rotation. Telling you, this fight is pretty fun. It's pretty exhilarating. I had a great time designing it. I think it was a great design, if you ask me. But that's just my opinion. Here comes another big damage SP2. Bam! Bam, bam! Bing! And that's done. We get another dex, and we are in good shape. Now, one thing to keep in mind is take a look at her hands, because it's going to be as soon as she points them to the floor, that's your dex point. And once you get that down, this becomes very, very simple. Here comes another hit for big damage. SP2 takes her down to that much derided 1%, but we took her down anyway in fast order. Next up, we got the DNA 3000 Invisible Woman. She has Cornered, she has Power Struggle, and Life Transfer. So I'm not really going to give her a damage over time type thing. Mine is more passive. So here we go. We're going right on in. We're going to Quake her out, and we're going to take advantage of that Life Transfer to have as much life at the end of the battle as possible. But for now, we're just going to keep on quaking, and we're just going to use our heavy attacks to gain our health back right at the end of the stun, which is right here. Back to quaking, we're going to keep on doing our thing, and we're going to wait for the next opportunity to get some more regen. Now this time we're going to quake her out and look for a good opportunity to get a parry, and we're going to push her into SP2. Well, at least that's the plan anyway. Because obviously it doesn't look like I'm going to make it to the SP2. But what is cool though is that we're able to have a little bit of concussion here so we can play around and have some fun. She can't hit me, so I tried to get some hits where I could, and now we are back to being on our own. But that's okay, we're gonna look for the good point, push her to the SP2 this time, and this time we're gonna get it right. So we're going for another Quake rotation here. I'm looking for a good place to get a parry. We got it. We locked it in with the end of that timer. Now we're going to get that good push and get the SP1. Push her to SP2. We got another SP1, and we are good to go. Just got to bait that bad boy out and continue quaking. And that is a wrap. So we ended up with 89% health. I was shooting for 100, but that's alright. On to the next fight. So on to Lagzy's fight. He starts with just under 2 bars of power. He goes right into 2 bars. I'm going to bring in Ronan for the stun lock and see how we do. Now my concern is the fact that Ronan gets Furies, and if he gets them nullified, he's going to take damage. But right here, I'm going to bait out the SP2s. Boom, I go in, I return attack. But I'm not generating enough power to trust it, so I go for another Dex on the SP2, and I'm going in for a full-on combo now. So I get a third Dex, boom, get that out of the way. That is very important at the beginning of the match, and we are off to the races. Power Reserve will save me throughout this entire match, boom. And from here, it's just rinse and repeat. We're just going to keep on going through that combo. Now, one thing that I did make a mistake throughout this match was I didn't push to the SP2 because I totally forgot about that power reserve, even though I was using it for SP1. But I started using it more towards the end. For anyone that's just like, man, why is he not using the SP2? I didn't think of it, all right? I'm just putting it out there. It's just being honest. I didn't think about it until later. Let's go.
Wasn't wrong there, so the spelled out should have these been on the right route. So what now? Yo, what up now? All the naysayers get shut down from the bottom to the top down. Come and test me, get back down, get mad cuz got smacked down by an ice dude with an ice crown. Embarrassment can catch you from the sun up to the sun down. Facts over feelings is the thing that keeps them reeling. Even though they try concealing, you can tell the skin is peeling. When you're dealing with opinions, you already hit your ceiling. Hate to break it down like that, but hey, the truth is mad, bro. Feeling, yo. They don't know. Nah, they don't. They don't know. They just don't know. They don't know. Yeah, man. They gon' figure it out though. They don't know. Nah, they don't. They don't know. They just don't know. They don't know. Yeah, man. They gon' figure it out though.
And once again, Ronan proves he can stand with the greats. I do want to show you some footage from another fight that I did, because I brought in Hulk originally, and this is crazy. Now notice Black Widow is on the team, so this means I'm running the extra stun chance ability, which has another 25%. We have 85% built in to Hulk, and it's pretty nuts, man. It is pretty nuts. Take a look. So we go in for the full combo. We start that rotation, bam. We got that stun in, boom, we get the first 3 hits, medium, light, medium, and a full combo. We go in for the next one, bam, no stun to be found. That's crazy. Then I go in, boom, no stun to be found. That is 3 sets at 85% with another 25% per instance in a hit with the synergy, and that 15% to fail beat out all of them. Now, if I've missed something, go ahead and put that down in the comments below, like, yo, Dave, you know, Sim Supreme has some kind of something. I read through it, I didn't see it, maybe I missed it. If I did, go ahead and put that down in the comments, let me know. Let's move on to the next fight. Okay, so here we have our Rogue up against Taskmaster, so I want to see if I can take that Icarus and turn it on its head. Right here, you can see my Furies are building up, and I want to get a nice big payoff on this one. So I backed off a little bit so that I can get that power struggle over. I get the SP1, 15 Furies, boom! And we are looking like we are in good shape. So all we have to do is bait out this SP2 right after here. You can see we're keeping our life in order here. We are staying alive like a BG. You know exactly how that goes. Bam, we get more life here. Rogue is absolutely killing this. We can literally just take the block damage and this is over. Rogue literally rocked this to pieces. Anyway, guys, this is my video of my 4 stars. I will try some other 4 stars as well, but I just wanted to show you that you can run through this with some 4 stars. I know they're maxed out, and I know there was one 5-star that is a 550 equivalent, but it's all good. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought, and put your comments down below as usual. So if you liked the video, and I hope that you did, go ahead and click subscribe, click like, leave a comment, share it with your friends, share it with your mama. All that stuff helps me out, and remember, stay dorky, and I'll catch ya on the flip. Oh, Potamus. Learn a little something. Take a lesson. Learn it all.